Hello, and welcome to Cracked Sisters Conspiracies. We're a podcast that covers conspiracy theories, mysteries, and all over spooky shit. My name is Jackie,
And I'm Cassandra.
and we are said sisters.
Well, hello.
Well, hello. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired. How are you?
I'm good. Finally feeling better after 3 weeks of my mystery illness.
Weeks and weeks of it. Yeah. I still have congestion and a lingering cough, but other
Hmm.
than that, and some illness has made its way through everyone in the household at this point. So,
Yeah, it's going around to everyone that I know. Everyone's getting sick right now.
yeah. But I felt good enough that I went on a bike ride today, which I haven't done in so
Hmm.
long. And every time I go, I forget how much I love it. And then I'm like, why don't I do this more? And now
What
I'm
is your weather like?
Right now it's like 75 and sunny and like perfect. We have a pineapple express storm coming in though this week. Excuse me. So
What's
there's
that?
supposed it's supposed to be a whole bunch of rain starting in the Bay Area and moving its way down.
Yes, it's been raining for many days.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's supposed to start raining, I think like Tuesday. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's a salt point.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's 10%. It's
Oh, is
vodka
it?
with grape juice, lime, seltzer water, and other natural flavors. It's just a grapefruit
Oh, yeah.
flavor that got me.
But we're supposed to be leaving like early afternoon, Christmas Eve to make our
Mm,
way to Arizona. And so
mhm.
fighting LA traffic in a torrential downpour is just going to be so fun.
Well, hopefully you get there and don't have to, be stuck on the side of the road.
I'm really hoping. I mean, I will have my significant other with me. So
There you go. You'll
anything
have
goes
help.
wrong, at least I'm not alone.
There you go. Exactly. Oh, that's
Uh,
good. Oh, I went to a casino on Saturday.
yeah, where were you?
So we went to Alex's work did a big holiday party, so they rented
Hmm.
out this gigantic bowling alley.
Oh, fun.
So we bowled for like a couple hours, and then at like 8:30, they're like, "Okay, get out." So everyone's like, "Oh, we're going to this casino down the road." It was in Sacramento. They're like, "If you want to come," and I'm like, "I guess." So we went to the casino. We didn't find anyone. No one went with us. We just went
Oh,
ourselves, but it was fun. And we were like new members, so we got like $10 free, and then I won like a total of $80.
nice.
And then Alex lost all of his money, and I'm like, I guess I'll give you some of mine. And then we left. It was fun.
Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, Evan's holiday party is on Tuesday night.
That's
And
very close.
I know, and it's supposed to be at the Odyssey. I don't know, some nice location in like the valley.
Well,
But
his company seems to do like good, like their stuff seems to be fun at
they
least.
they have engaging parties and it's adults only.
Oh,
So
that's nice. What are you
yeah,
gonna do with your child?
we're dropping her off at her other aunt's house on the
Uh,
way since we'll be in that general direction. But Evan and I both had to like go out and get something decent to wear. And
yeah.
so I'm having an Erica Kirk moment in the sense that I got something sequined and
Oh,
festive
okay. I know I
and
have to go get a
red.
gold outfit.
Oh, I went with my autumn wheel and picked something
Oh.
red. So,
Oh, I don't have a choice. I'm going to, so Dre's 40th birthday party is
oh,
this coming Saturday because her birthday's the day after Christmas. And I had forgotten I got the invite. So we went over there yesterday and I handed her present. I'm like, Happy birthday. She goes, Are you not coming to my party? I go, What party? And then I'm looking at Billy. He's like, It's not a secret. I'm like, Cool. I don't know what you're talking. He's like, I texted you. I go, When? And
yeah.
he texted me like the day after I got home. And I'm like, I blocked that time period out. And she's like, Oh, it's like a formal party where you have to dress in black and gold. Like men are wearing suits. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
great. So I have to find something to wear.
oh God. Yeah. How fun for you.
Woohoo.
Anyway, what's your topic today? Did you tell me already?
I did, but I don't, I won't be offended since you don't remember. It is the psychic Sylvia Browne.
Oh, okay. I do remember you mentioning that now. Okay.
I do need to pull up my notes. And if can you and if can you pull up the email because there's a video I'm going to have you watch at some
I
point.
see. Okay. Yes. Let me do that. Okay. Yes. It has two attachments. Your notes and then a video. Got it.
Let me pull up my notes.
Grayson has rediscovered our little digital camera that we had. And so we were
Yeah.
going through pictures. It has pictures from like our first wedding anniversary trip all the way until like she was a toddler and had discovered it then. So she's been taking pictures with this for like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And so now she's running around the house taking pictures of everything again. But she discovered the up angle, and I caught her doing a duck face MySpace
Did
picture.
she do like the
No,
peach?
but she was like with her cat behind her. Oh
Oh
my
no,
God, it's
she's doomed.
starting. I
We're all
know.
doomed.
Ugh. Anywho, what you
Okay.
got?
So yeah, today we were talking about the psychic, or is she? Sylvia Browne. Have you heard of her?
The name sounds familiar, but not in relation to it being a psychic or anything. So
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna go with no.
Okay. So Sylvia Shoemaker was born on October 19th, 1936 in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, this is from way back when. Okay.
Well, that's when she was born.
In the 30s, so it's not like,
This all happened in the 2000s, the
oh,
1990s and 2000s. I don't know how old she was.
okay.
So, per Sylvia, she claimed that she started seeing visions around 3 years old and that her grandma was also a psychic medium and kind of helped her understand what she was seeing and like to kind of embrace it and not be scared of it.
Okay.
Sylvia decided to put her ability to work and she began working as a psychic in 1973. She created the Sylvia Browne Corporation and Sylvia Browne Enterprises. She also founded the Gnostic Christian Church in Campbell, California, which is up here in Northern California.
Oh, okay.
And that was known as the Society of Novus Spiritus. It's like,
Okay.
ooh, ghosts. That's kind of like,
Oh, ooh,
it's like
ghost.
it was really non-denominational for the most part. I think it's more like spiritual, but they call it a church probably to get money.
Sure, to get that 503c tax
hmm
status. Yeah.
So Sylvia claimed that she could speak with the dead, she could see into the future and past lives. She perceived a wide range of vibrational frequencies,
Ew.
and she had a spiritual guide named Francine.
What a name.
What a name. Sylvia talked extensively about Francine in one of her many books titled Contacting Your Spirit Guide. So, according to her, Francine had been a native woman with the name Francine, I don't know if that necessarily fits, who
Mm-mm.
was murdered by the Spanish invaders in South America when she was trying to sell some baskets. It was
Okay.
like 500 years ago.
Okay, before you go any further,
Mhm.
do we investigate Sylvia's mental capacity?
No, but I make fun of her a
Does
lot.
she have DID?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, continue.
So this lady got murdered, and apparently Francine was like, her soul refused to be reincarnated into a person or a thing. So she's
Hmm.
like, I'm stubborn. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be a spirit guide instead. And some of the research I did, like people were getting really into spirit guides, and they're like, some are like they have a choice. Some say you have to live a certain amount of lives. I don't care. She's not the point of the story. But that's who Sylvia like used a lot to tell her futures.
Francine. Okay, got it.
Francine. Sylvia got some notoriety after regularly appearing on Larry King Live, the Montel Williams show, which is what she's most known for.
Oh, okay.
A show called That's Incredible, and a
Uh-huh.
late night radio talk show called Coast to Coast AM.
I have heard of that, yes.
Did you ever watch Montel Williams?
Every now and again, if it would like come on in the summer, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like actively seek it out. I was
Okay.
more of like a Maury Povich kind of girl and uh Jerry
Jerry,
Springer.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Ah. So the Montel Williams show ran from 1991 to 2008.
Oh, I didn't
And
realize it.
Sylvia was a frequent guest, and she even had her own segment on the show called Revelations with Sylvia Browne.
Mm.
Audience members during this segment would ask her various questions relating to missing loved ones or just wanting clarity or wanting further information on whatever ailments they had in their life.
Quick question.
Yes.
Is she a black woman or a white woman?
No, she's white. Let me Google a picture of her because you're going to need an image to go with what I'm
Yeah,
telling.
I'm like, I need some more context and I'm undecided. Okay.
It's
Sylvia
a brown with E at the end.
Brown with an E. Oops. Okay.
She's a very
Oh.
slightly terrified
Oh,
looking
I
woman.
recognize her. Okay. And also she kind of looks like what's her face from Weapons? Um what
Yeah, the crazy lady, Miss Burnett or whatever her name was. Yes, that's actually a very good
like this first picture, I'm like,
interpretation.
holy shit. So okay. Continue.
Okay, so just like her looks, she had a very interesting demeanor during her readings that often came across as cold, harsh, totally full of shit.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like she was so the way she does things is just so specific. Like let's for example, and in this episode I will put actual clips of it for everyone to see, but basically the majority is like, okay, I stand up on the Montel Williams show. Hi Sylvia, my husband, I haven't seen him in a year, and I'm like, I'm crying and tearful, and then she'll cut you off and she goes, he's dead. He burned in a fire, he's dead. Does
Oh
that make
my
sense to you?
God.
Okay, thank you. And then I pass it to the next one. The next one. Okay, so my daughter, she's dead. She drowned. And she's like, no, she's right here. Okay, yeah, but she drowned eventually, and then she came back. What do you want? And she goes, well, we're trying to contact her grandma. Her grandma's dead. And it's like, yeah, I know. Like she's just so harsh. And the shit she said, it's like it's wild.
Okay.
And it was so crazy that SNL actually did a skit with Amy Poehler playing
Oh,
Sylvia Browne, but she
that's
called
gotta be
herself
great.
Miss Lycus the Fast Psychic. And so she had like the wig on. She looked very similar to her, and she was just being very awful and very Sylvia-esque, and it was
Okay.
really funny. Again, I'll put a video in here. So she acts like she's on speed. She's constantly just, she cannot take a breath. She just rattles things off. And then she's like, does not give a shit about anyone's emotional state or their feelings. She just says the first thing that comes to her mind. And then she always ends it with, does that make sense to you?
Oh,
And
that's so condescending.
and most people go, no. But and then they always go, thank you. And then they pass the mic. I think it was um like a rule. Like if you're gonna be on the show, you have to thank her after it. Regardless of the wild shit that comes out of her mouth. Because it is just so out of place. Like this one black girl is crying because she just gave her some horrific news that her dad like is never coming back. And then she's like, okay. And she goes, does that make sense to you? She goes, it doesn't, but thank you so much. And it's just so awkward.
That's some Beyonce level stuff right there.
It is. It's very like praise me. I'm gonna give you wild shit, but you have to tell me I'm perfect kind of thing. Um. Okay. So there's some notable predictions that she has done. She's very infamous. I wouldn't say famous. I would say infamous.
Okay.
So during these TV or radio shows that she did for extensive years,
Hmm.
she made some pretty bold or horrific
Uh-oh.
statements that she passed off as fact because she's very matter of fact when she talks.
So, okay, like grade A bullshitter. Got it.
100%. And she never seemed to care. She just said whatever she wanted to without thinking, which is very apparent.
Okay.
So some of her more notorious predictions, um, and oh wait, real quick, I want you to watch that video. It's just like a quick compilation,
Okay.
just so you can like get the vibe
Okay.
of
Let's
what I'm
see.
saying.
Years ago, and the whole family has no idea whether he's alive. Years ago, and the whole family has no idea whether he's alive or dead.
He drowned.
He drowned. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Sylvia, my parents divorced when I was 2 years old, and I don't know my biological father.
You don't want to.
Okay. Not
You
at all.
don't.
Thank you.
Hi, Sylvia. My name is Hasna, and I'm about 18 years ago. My father went on a business trip and never returned. The day that he's supposed to come, he called and never came. My family searched high and low, no results. So I just want to know if he's dead or alive.
No, he's alive in Florida.
Does that make sense?
No, but thank you.
Oh, but thank you. Oh my.
Right? So she's just a menace, and people are like so desperate that they're like, I'll think on it and it will come to me later, I guess.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay, so now her notorious prediction. So the first one. In 2003, Pam and Craig Akers went to Sylvia because their 11-year-old son, Sean Hornbeck, was kidnapped after riding his bike in Missouri in October of 2002.
Okay.
They were desperate for any news, clues, anything because the case had gone cold and they had no leads. So they talked to her on the Montel Williams show. So they're asking her, like, can you tell us anything? Like, what do you see? What do you feel? And she goes, oh, yeah, he was grabbed. And Montel's like, do you mean kidnapped? She's like, yeah, that's what I meant. And okay. So again, I'll put the video in, but essentially what she said is that he was grabbed by a tall, skinny male named Michael. Michael was a dark-skinned Hispanic with long, dark dreadlocks. And he looked like a basketball player. He drove a blue Chevy Impala, 58 to 59. And he took Sean roughly 20 miles southwest of their home and was being held in the woods.
This is very specific.
So specific. But she doesn't just come out with it. It's like bits and pieces, like
sprinkled through in.
Yeah, and then you have to like kind of take it all together and then evaluate what she just said.
Okay.
So the mom had asked, are there any landmarks that would help locate the son? And she said, yeah, surprisingly, there's 2 jagged boulders in the middle of the woods. If you find the boulders, you'll find your kid. And then they're like, okay. And then the mom's like, is Sean still alive? And she just goes, no. And then the mom just starts crying.
Please welcome Sean's parents, Pam and Craig, to the show. You have done everything, almost everything conceivably possible to at least try to find a clue, something, from organizing search parties, and the community has gotten involved, and still yet not even a whim, is there? Is there any whim at all of what happened?
There's absolutely no evidence to support any kind of theory.
He left the house, he left the house at what time?
1:15.
And there were some children who said that they saw him at what time? Around 4.
There's been sightings up to 4:30.
But he was only traveling to a friend's house, which was 7/10 of a mile away, so he could have gotten there in 5 or 6 minutes. So what do you think? And none of his other friends anywhere around saw him, correct, between that time?
No, most the friends that he played with normally on a regular basis didn't see him that day. There were just some other kids that he normally didn't play with that have seen him.
Who did he know? Or who do you know of by the name of Keith?
Keith?
Is it a kid or adult?
No, it's a young kid. Because there's somebody by the name of Keith, a blonde kid, who saw him after this 4:30 period.
Doesn't ring any bells. We'll have
Well,
to
I'd ask around, because he doesn't live that far from where the friend is. Do you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. He wasn't a best friend, but he sort of goes in and out of the group. Because he was picked up in a blue-colored sedan by a guy by the name of Michael, and the last name sounds like...
Is this somebody who lives in the area, somebody passing through the area?
Somebody passing through the area.
Was it Sue?
Area.
Sorry? What was that question?
Was it anybody that Sean knew?
No.
Was he abducted when you say picked up?
Yeah, abducted, yeah.
He was grabbed?
Grabbed.
Is there any better description of the vehicle other than just a blue sedan?
The vehicle is a blue sedan, and I think it's a Chevrolet. It's an older Chevrolet. It reminds me of what I had years ago, you know, with the tail fins on them, which was, what, around 58, 59?
So an old model car.
Old model car. I think they called them, what were they, Impalas? Were they Impalas? Yeah. Pretty sure it was Impala.
Is there any kind of a description of the person driving the car?
Yeah, the guy was dark-skinned, although he wasn't black. He was more Hispanic looking. Had real long, dark hair, and strange enough, Hispanic, but he had dreadlocks. He was really tall and really almost like what you think a basketball player's build would be.
Can you tell how far from the area he was taken?
Maybe about 20 miles.
He's still within a 20-mile radius even now?
He's still within a 20-mile radius of, let's say, here's where you are, 20-mile radius, but it's really southwest of where you are.
Southwest.
So whatever is southwest, because it looks like this is, here we go again with the wooded area. So southwest of you.
Is there any landmarks around?
Yeah, strangely enough, there are 2 jagged boulders which look really misplaced because everything is trees, and then all of a sudden you've got these stupid boulders sitting there.
And he could be found near
He's near the boulders.
Is he still with us?
Do you see the bicycle anywhere?
I think see, here's what's strange. I think the bicycle is in another state in a dump.
So the parents are devastated after all of these.
Yeah.
And they felt like they might have some leads to go off of based on what she told them. And Sean was missing for over 4 years before he was finally discovered on January 12th, 2007, alive.
Oh, so
He was
not
found with
between two
another
boulders.
missing boy. He was not dead in the woods near some jagged boulders. He was found in someone's home with another missing boy.
Oh.
The kidnapper, his name was Michael, which was the only thing she got right.
Oh, okay.
But he was a short white guy with short brown hair named John Devlin, and he drove a white pickup truck and lived nearly 50 miles from where Sean was taken. So the only thing she got right was that his name was Michael.
Oh my God. Okay.
In 2004, on another episode of Montel Williams, a woman named Luana Miller went to the show to get some answers about her missing 16-year-old daughter who disappeared in 2003, one day before her 17th birthday. She had gotten off work, gave her sister a call, and she's like, hey, I don't need a ride. Someone's giving me a ride. And she was never seen again. Her name was Amanda Berry. Does that sound familiar to you?
That name does sound familiar.
Okay, it's a very famous case.
Yeah.
So Luana asked Sylvia if Amanda was still alive. And Sylvia replied by saying, quote, she's not alive, honey. And if she was, the only way you're going to see your daughter is in heaven or on the other side. End
What
quote.
the fuck?
Like, she's very fucking rude. And then she just continued on by saying Amanda was in or under a house, in water. Everyone like drowned.
Like
And that her killer was a heavy-set Cuban man who was short and stocky.
so far what I'm getting is bitch is also racist because she's just naming
Yes,
people of color
every
as suspects.
suspect, at least in the videos that I saw, was not white. Or not fully white, at least. That is
Okay.
true. She also said that she had a vision of Amanda's jacket and that it had DNA on it and it was in the garbage somewhere. So her mom is heartbroken. She publicly stated that she believed about 95% of what Sylvia said.
Oh.
She went home, she took down the missing posters. She started giving some of Amanda's stuff away because she's like, well, obviously she's dead. And this is kind of a lost cause. And then Luana died 1 year later, after the Sylvia Browne thing. And that was terrible because in 2013, a very alive Amanda was able to escape the Cleveland, Ohio home that she had been held captive in.
Oh my God.
She escaped with her 6-year-old daughter that she had while in captivity.
It's like Room. Oh no.
Yeah, but then there was also 2 other girls in the home, and she was able to get them rescued as well. So
Okay.
everyone was saved. But what sucks is that Luana died thinking her daughter was dead.
Was dead.
Had given up all hope. And what's even worse is Amanda Berry herself had TV in the home that she was being held captive and watched that episode and watched Sylvia Browne tell her mom, your daughter's dead, she's never coming home. And she's like trying telepathically through the TV to be like, please tell my mom something positive. Like, I'm watching this. And it just broke her heart.
Please tell me that when she was, freed and back to her normal life, she hunted Sylvia Browne down and kicked her face in.
She did not, at least not to my knowledge. But the media went fucking crazy. Like,
One thing to be a psychic predicting love or the lack thereof.
Can you tell me where my love life's going?
Nowhere.
But there's nothing funny when it comes to predicting life or death.
She's gone, honey.
Do you know where she's at?
In the house or under the house.
In that case, psychic Sylvia Browne was right. But now she's under attack.
What a horrible human being.
For being wrong about this girl.
Help me, I'm Amanda Berry.
Almost 9 years ago, Amanda Berry's mom went on the Montel Williams show where resident psychic Sylvia Browne spoke of Amanda.
Don't think I'll ever see her again.
Yeah, in heaven on the other side.
The WMMS morning show in Cleveland reenacted the transcript. The host read the part of the psychic.
I hate this when they're in water. She's not alive, honey.
Not alive? Then who's this?
I've been kidnapped and I've been missing for 10 years and I'm here. I'm free now.
Amanda's mom is the one no longer alive. She came home from the psychic's reading, telling the Cleveland Plain dealer she was devastated. She died a little more than a year later after being hospitalized with pancreatitis. Now, Sylvia Browne is getting ripped on social media. Browne is a grief vampire, nothing short of evil.
Amanda Berry's stories, it was a ginormous story to begin with. Because she was being held by Ariel Castro, which was like a big deal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously everyone was reaching out to Sylvia Browne. They're like, what's your statement? She's denying calls. She's telling people, oh, I'm not available right now. She finally released a statement to the Huffington Post.
Oh, boy.
And it said, quote, only God is right all of the time, but of course I'm wrong. But after 50 years of doing this work, I'd rather be more right than wrong. I always say I hope I'm wrong. When it comes to this, I hope I'm wrong, end quote. So
that
she said
nothing.
Those are just words salad. She did not apologize. She didn't say anything about being a piece of shit. She just let it go.
Completely skirted the issue and avoided the question.
Yep.
Okay. Love it. I love people who don't take accountability.
Not at all. That is not in her nature. So just like the first example with Sean, the missing boy, she got one kind of part of the prediction correct. Because she said the kidnapper was Cuban. And technically he was Puerto Rican. And to her, that's the same thing. So she's like, a win's a win.
No. Racist bitch.
In 1997, a local police department paid Sylvia $400 for her reading in regards to a case where Reverend Hunter H. Morgan III had been stabbed to death. She told the police, quote, the priest was killed by a young mulatto, which I had to look it up. It's a white and black person. I didn't know that.
It's a racist term for someone who's mixed race.
The priest was killed by a young mulatto homosexual who was enraged by Hunter's rejection of his advances. Someone was in love with the minister, and he wasn't predisposed to be in love with that man. The priest was trying to help him. And then she finished her reading by saying, quote, somebody with the street name of King directed gang people to do it, end quote. So the priest got caught up with a gay black white man. And because of his religious beliefs, he could not love him the way the man wanted to be loved. A guy named King hired a street gang to kill the reverend.
Got it. Quick question.
Yes.
In your past life as a police officer, did you ever... No. Was that
No, it would be so irresponsible. I mean, even if you're desperate, you would never... No reputable police department or sheriff's department would contact a psychic and pay them specifically.
Okay.
That's just TV, unfortunately.
Got it.
This bitch.
Okay.
So in 2007, Hunter's killer was caught, the Reverend. It was a man named Derek Ohms, who was a black man, but he was 14 years old when he killed the Reverend.
Oh.
And Sylvia was very wrong in all of her predictions because Derek was not mixed race. He was not gay. He wasn't in love with the Reverend. He had no affiliation to a gang or anyone with the street name of King. And it was just a robbery gone wrong. It was kind of like accidental in the most part, I guess. But it happened. So she's wrong again. Next example, in 1999, a grandmother went onto the Montel Williams show because she wanted guidance regarding her 6-year-old granddaughter named Opal Jo Jennings, who was kidnapped from her front yard. She'd been playing out front with her cousin, and then a man came, literally snatched her, threw him in his truck, and then drove off.
That is every neurotic parent's worst nightmare.
Right? So the grandma told Sylvia, quote, this is too much for my family and me to handle. We want her back. I need to know where Opal is. I can't stand this. I need your help, Sylvia. Where is Opal? Where is she? End quote. So then Sylvia went on to tell this poor grandmother.
Oh, no.
Quote, she's not dead, but she was taken and put into some sort of slavery thing and taken to Japan. The place is Kuroko.
Okay. Like Japan's a large country.
Well,
with
you were
lots
just
of
there. I don't
places.
know.
I didn't go everywhere.
She was taken and put on some kind of a boat or plane, and she was taken into white slavery, end quote.
Oh.
So the grandma's like, what the fuck do I do with this information? She
Yeah.
didn't necessarily believe her, but she's like, okay, I asked for help and you gave me absolute bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So Opal's skeletal remains were discovered on
Oh.
December 30th, 2003
Oh.
in a remote wooded area of Fort Worth, Texas, about 10 miles from where she disappeared. So she was never transported on a boat or a plane. She had nothing to do with China or Japan. No white slavery. And then the autopsy that was done said that she likely died within like a couple hours at most of when she was kidnapped.
Not surprising,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
so she's just giving out fucking wonderful information to all these people.
Yeah.
And then lastly, in 2003, Sonia Helmontoler went on the Montel Williams show to hopefully get some information about her brother named Jerry Cushy Jr., who had disappeared. Sylvia told Sonia that her brother was struck in the head and choked, and his body had been dumped. Because I guess he saw something that he shouldn't have, and that's what got him killed.
Right.
And the sister's like, that doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. And then in 2010, two men were charged with his murder after they shot him over drug money and hid his body in a wooded area. So again, everything she said was wrong. It was just like a drug deal gone bad kind of thing.
Sure.
So there are tons of additional examples of all of her failed predictions.
Yeah.
There's a magazine called The Skeptical Inquirer, which did multiple deep dives on her because they're like, we hate this lady. And the one I read was volume 37, number 5. They compiled every publicly available prediction that she has ever made.
Okay.
And so for missing persons or death cases, there was 115 readings total.
Okay.
And they concluded that she was mostly correct 0 times.
Oh, okay.
She was mostly wrong in 25 of those cases.
Okay.
And then she had 90 unknown outcomes.
Oh, okay.
So she literally did nothing. She contributed nothing to these, and they're like, there's no evidence whatsoever.
Nice.
In addition to her TV shows and talk shows that she was doing, she also had a lot of other means to make some money. She was really in this, I think, just for monetary value.
Yeah.
She authored about 40 books, which she
40
sold for a good amount of money. She didn't write all of them. She like co-authored
or had them ghost written.
Yeah, exactly. She would do private 30-minute phone calls. Would you like to guess how much it is for a 30-minute private phone call?
$50.
Oh no.
$500.
It ranged from $750 to $850.
Oh my God.
For a 30-minute telephone call where you don't even see the person.
Man.
She had a heart attack at some point and was asking for donations. So I don't know how much she got, but she got a pretty penny off that. Did she have a heart attack? I don't know.
Probably not.
She was allegedly contracted by police departments and the FBI. She made claims that they called her in about 9/11, but the FBI is like, that never fucking happened.
Oh my God.
And then she had her enterprises and the Society of Novus Spiritus. So that all contributed to her wealth. Her publisher or someone in that capacity made a statement right before she died, because she is dead now, saying that she was worth $1.5 million, which has never been substantiated.
And also, that's like not even that much money.
No, but like I couldn't find anything about her net worth except this random person's quote. So I don't know how much she had, but she had enough to live comfortably being a piece of shit.
Okay.
Now, because this is a fair podcast, and I do like to see both sides of this, she did get a couple predictions right. If you make 5,000 predictions in your life, you're bound to get a couple home runs.
A broken clock is right 2 times a day.
That's the expression I was looking for. So in her book, and this is the most quoted, like for people that are a believer of her, in her book, End of Days, Predictions of Prophecies About the End of the World, which was published in 2008, she wrote, quote, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it suddenly vanishes as quick as it arrived and attack again 10 years later and then disappear completely, end
So
quote.
she predicted COVID. Okay.
That's what people are saying. They're like, oh my God, this is the most accurate thing. And she said 2020. So that's what people really like stick to in regards to saying she's like legitimate.
Sounds like she put a hex on us as people, and it's her fault.
She correctly predicted that Arnold Schwarzenegger would get into politics because he was the governor of California.
Which, yeah, I've put that behind me as far as my memory goes.
She suggested that the John Benet Ramsey case will never be solved, which to this day it has not been. I think anyone could have made that prediction, honestly.
I'm like, that's not worth anything.
No.
Okay.
She predicted that Madonna would have a second child with a different man, which I guess she did.
That's not that surprising.
And then lastly, she predicted in 2003 on Larry King Live that she would die at 88 years old. And she did die in 2013, but she was 77 years old.
She was 11
she
years
couldn't
off.
even get that right. So technically, this episode is a conspiracy theory, just kind of like two-part. About her specifically, do you think she is a prophet or a psychic or whatever? Or do you think she is a fame, money-hungry lady who has zero empathy and doesn't give a shit that she just ruins people's lives?
She is 100% a con, and if she were still alive, she would be part of our United States government.
So she has a son. I didn't deep dive into it, but she has a son who is like trying to be Sylvia 2.0. He's fucking diehard for his mom. And like anytime someone like says something negative in the comments, he's like in it. But then he's also like, I think he wrote a book. He's also spiritually touched or some bullshit. So yeah, he's going pretty strong at least.
Oh my.
But also, this is just, do you believe in psychics in general?
No, I don't. I'd like to, but there has never been anything compelling to convince me.
There has not. And then there was an article I read, and the title was Psychic Wins Lottery Again. Something that you'll never fucking see. Because that's what people always say. If you're psychic, if you have this ability, why can't you, manifest something good happening for yourself? They come up with some bullshit answer.
Of course.
So some other honorable mentions, because yes, this episode is about her, but technically there's cons everywhere.
There's so many. Who was the big black lady with the phone line that would Miss Cleo?
Miss Cleo is on there, yes. I never watched her, but I've heard about her.
That would be one of those things where you fall asleep on the couch and you wake up in the middle of the night and it's like infomercials and call Miss Cleo.
Yes. So there's also Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium. She had the big hair.
Oh!
TLC.
Yes.
You have Tyler Henry. He was on, I think, Bravo for like a season. He was like a celebrity medium.
The fact that these are all personalities is a problem. Okay.
There was some guy named Jam, that's not a name. James Van Praagh. There was the Psychic Twins, Linda and Terry Jameson, Edgar Casey, aka the Sleeping Prophet, and Miss Cleo, as you mentioned.
Okay.
I personally don't believe them. I think if you really did have some sort of ability, because maybe there is people that are spiritually tapped in or something like that. But if you had the ability to predict the things that you're saying, why wouldn't you just take that as that is your purpose in this world? Why are you going to charge people thousands of dollars to have a very vague reading with you? Why are you going to, I'm not saying you don't have to make money just because you have a gift. I'm saying usually they would probably give that to not pieces of shit. And if you're going to completely just go off the rails, you have vulnerable people who are just looking for any sort of answer and you're taking advantage of them to get money. I fucking hate that. And I hope you get hit by a bus.
I don't like people like that at all. Full disclosure though, I will. No, on more than one occasion, I will be like doom scrolling on my socials, and then there'll come like a tarot reading or whatever. Like, if you're seeing this, this is for you. There's no hashtags.
Sure, yeah,
and
yeah.
I sit and I'm sat for the whole thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally about me. I claim this energy.
Sure,
I know it's bullshit, but
it is.
It's called confirmation bias. You're looking for pieces of information that you can latch on to support your thinking, and it's often magical thinking.
And they always make very broad or nondescript like prophecies, because anyone can find meaning in it
and make it fit your situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
know.
that was the prophet, Sylvia Browne.
My God. Yeah. Now that I see her picture, I know exactly who that is.
Hmm.
But yeah, all I can see is fucking Aunt Edna or whatever the fuck her name was.
Oh my
But
goodness.
yeah, people like that are just awful.
Agreed.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Do you have any idea what you're gonna cover next time?
No, but I'll be driving for the foreseeable future, so
Hmm.
I'll have plenty of time to have a think.
Sure, there you
Hopefully, I
go.
don't get sick like I did in Japan, because that's what I was planning on doing on my travel time, and that didn't happen.
That is true.
But I will, as I always do, come up with something, I am sure. But in the
Okay.
meantime, you can always send us different topic suggestions. I'm clearly in need of them constantly. You can reach out to us on our various social media platforms. We got them all for the most part, except for TikTok. That's just for my personal doom scrolling. Yeah, or just send us a good old-fashioned email at crackssistersconspiracies@gmail.com. But with that, I'm gonna say stay cracked, y'all.
And have a great day.